The squadron, thanks for coming out. As I promised, we are back up here on the CBV install on the Turbo 240. And like I like to do, I bring you guys right along to the bread and butter section of the video and leave out all the stupid, boring shit that you don't want to hear about. So here we have the Turbo, pretty much accessible. There's a lot of sun glare going on here. So we got the Turbo accessible, and I got some of the intake piping taken off of it, and I have the old CBV taken off. This is a OEM stock CBV. It's rubber. This thing here is rather stiff and old. This was a used one that I put in here. And if you have any perforations or tears in this diaphragm, or if it's stiff like that, you're gonna have a bad time, and you're gonna have slow turbo response. The boost is going to build slowly, and it's going to act weird. So we're going to swap out for this new IPD performance unit. We'll see if they're any good. I know that really we're just after the spring tension in there. And you can see how much softer this one is and how much more pliable it is than this old. Let me rip this out of here. So yeah, basically you just rip it out. It just lays in there. And it's going to be drenched in oil. That's normal. And we have the old spring and the new spring. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to feel a difference pushing on them. Fuck, this might be the wrong spring. This might be a stiffer one. Alright, let me assess the situation here. So here we have the CBV. And before you stick it into your oily hole, you're going to want to wipe that down a little bit and then stick it in the oily hole. So I'll wipe it down, and basically you're just going to fit that in there with the rubber side towards the turbo like this, and the follower goes into that cap. It's basically going to go in there like that, and I'll flip the cap around and bolt it on, and then we'll go for a test ride and see how she feels. I also did a distributor cap, and I had that top radiator hose was ripped from when I got in that front end collision. So I was operating with a ripped hose, and somehow it didn't start leaking, so I got that swapped out.